boys. So I kind of didn't want to start it off like this because I got a new mic and I don't really need to do this. But in the locker room, when I first started the video, there was a couple people here, and I guess I was just a little nervous. I didn't want to be too loud, and I was kind of just like mumbling my words. So I'm just gonna do a voiceover for the first clip, but I'd use my mic in this video, so you guys will see. And yeah. All right, boys. I just finished hitting cardio, so I'm gonna go hit abs, and then after that, I'm gonna go hit chest. I'll come back to show you how my abs look though. Alrighty, boys. First set of my abs. I'm gonna just take these off. Dang, boys. I'm actually ripping 90 like it's nothing. This is like 90. Before, I would start with like 50. I remember like the first video, I started with like 60 or 70, and now I'm really hitting 90. Fucking crazy, bro. I'm probably gonna do one more set of these and then move to the other machine that I like. Alright, that's good enough. Going in for my second set of abs. Okay. And that's 70 right there. I'm not sure if that was hitting the mic or if I was touching it the entire time with the pad, but it just sent me back flying. You understand? You train differently muscles that my body's gonna get on a weight with you. Machine we all love and hate.
I think that was like 70. Hold up. Yeah, so it was 70 on this. Just my core is definitely getting stronger. So I'll do maybe 2 more sets of these because these are gonna work my bottom abs. And then, so yeah, 2 more sets of these, probably 2 sets of these, and then I'm gonna do the leg raises on the dips. Okay. So I just put down the weight by 10 just because I want to get that motion where like I'm locking in with my abs and going like back and forward while I'm contracting. Like if I have the weight too high, then I'm gonna have to take too many pauses. And then I don't know, taking pauses isn't bad, but I definitely just want to lock in with my abs. Okay, that rest break or that rest day was definitely needed because I came back like 2 times stronger. Oof. Yeah. Uh. So yeah, You're gonna hit these for the bottom abs, like we talked about. Alright, boys. Little update. So this video is gonna be a little weird, just because like I'm all over the place. But basically, my iPhone 15 just died on me right now, and I don't have my old mic. I only have my new mic, which is the Rode. But basically, I don't have the wire to connect it to my to my old iPhone, so I can't really use it. I only have the wire to connect it to my new iPhone. But basically, yeah, that's gonna be it. Not it for the video, but I'm basically gonna go back in and do chest, but there's gonna be voiceovers again, so I'm sorry about that. But yeah, man, let's get back to it. See you guys in there.
Alright guys, so I'm back in the gym with my iPhone 13. Luckily that the iPhone 13 still shoots in 4K 60 FPS, so none of the quality is going to change, which is pretty good. I'm just going to do voiceovers for the rest of the clips. But basically I start my day off with chest press, and I'm doing 30 pounds I believe for my warm-up, so that's not pretty bad. I'm starting off with an incline because that's where I feel like I'm lacking a lot in my chest area. So that's pretty much it. I also want to point out that the speed of like which I do these sets kind of varies, and it kind of changes with like the weight. So with 30s, I kind of just threw those up, but I kind of like kept them in place. But when I'm doing my sets with like 40s, I'm kind of more stable, and it's more time under tension that I'm looking for, I would say. And again, for me, when I do any exercise, I want to get to a position where I'm locking in and I'm locking out. I'm contracting and I'm retracting. So basically, when I'm doing this, I can get to a pace and I can get to like a tone where I'm going in and I'm going out efficiently. And that's just like the key movement that you want to look for. That's been working for me for a long time. So, and I just been seeing like somewhat results. I'm not sure if it could be done better, but I definitely love doing that, and I try to do it in every exercise. I try to implement it, but yeah. So this clip might be pretty useless, but I just want to point it out that sometimes when I'm about to do an exercise, I like to look at myself doing the exercise before I'm even doing it, so that when I pick up the weight, I can get straight into it. And even though I know how the exercise looks and I've been doing it for a while, it's always good for me to do it because it's just going to train my head. It's going to train the muscles in like my body just to get like used to it. It's muscle memory in a way. So that's just one thing I want to point out. I try to pick up these 60s, but they were too heavy at the time, so I put them down and I grabbed 55s. Alright, boys. So I hit a set with 55s, but I wasn't recording at the time. I only got up to 6 reps, which was really good at the time, but I had to do it again on camera, and this time I think I only got up to 2 reps, which is not ideal, but it is something because I'm still pushing and I'm still working for it, so that's pretty good. And we're going to move on to another chest exercise after this. And I take my little pause here and just notice how I grab a different grip this time. So instead of using the same grip that I was using before, I grab a different grip and I go for 2 extra more, which is pretty good. I was debating on changing the weight, but then I realized that I wanted to do the pec deck right after this, and I didn't want to just blow out my entire chest just with this one exercise, because it's kind of like a bench press when you think about it. So yeah, I didn't want to just blow out my chest with this one. I wanted to save a little bit of more juice in the tank so I could go to the pec deck, and yeah, boys. So another chest movement, it's not going to be an incline. It's going to work more of my bottom chest and my middle chest. I have the weight at a moderate weight so I could get up to like 6 and 8 reps, but that's pretty much it. This one's cool cuz I could sit down, and yeah, I try to keep my elbows as tucked in as I can, but there's only so much I could do at this point. And then another thing is that I like to go all the way back so I can get that full contraction with this machine. That's what's cool about this. So starting off with 90, just because my chest is pretty warmed up already, we did a couple chest exercises, so I feel pretty good. So with this machine, what I try to do is I try to contract really slow and retract kind of fast, just because when I contract, that's where my muscles are going to be more fatigued at. That's where the tension is at. And then when I retract, it's also important because I could also feel stretch on my chest, but I feel like contracting with this machine is the most important part. And yeah, boys, anytime you feel like you're about to quit, just drop the machine and just wait a couple seconds, grab it again, and squeeze out a little more. Because your chest is still kind of fatigued at that moment. So if you go out for a little more, you're just adding more stress to it, which is going to help it grow even more. So that's pretty cool. So the skull crushers always get me just because the weight is really low. Don't let it fool you. They add up. Like this exercise is really tough. So just after a while you'll start to feel it, and I feel like it's because your elbows help you lock in. Like if you just go all the way up, you can lock in with your elbows and then you'll feel it in your triceps a lot. So yeah, boys, this is definitely a tough one, and I'm gonna move on to the next clip really soon. Alright, boys. So I end up doing one more set of the skull crushers just because it's really taxing on my tricep. And when you work out chest, you indirectly work some of your tricep. So I don't want to work them out too much. I do want to make sure that they're really pumped, and I want to make sure that they grow. But overworking them can be detrimental. So this is going to be my last set of triceps, and then I'll move down to push downs.
So I'm pretty done with my workout. I did abs, I did chest, I did triceps. I'm gonna show you guys a quick pose of my chest and tries, and then I'm gonna pretty much wrap it up. I'll show you guys how my stomach is looking out too. So I'm still working with this. Still working with this. That's the chest. I'll do a side chest. The lighting sucks. Maybe my posing sucks. I hope that's good. I'm sorry, guys. The lighting was so much better over here. Fuck. Do this thing. This is how we're looking out, boys.